champion has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, and you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much, but don't you quit. If you lay dead, even the animals won't bite you. The risk of being bitten is the cost of getting up. And you have to decide, are you so concerned about being bitten that you're willing to spend the rest of your life laying dead? Or is there something pumping down inside of you that says, bite me or not, I'm getting up. I'm gonna be the best me. I'm gonna do all I can do. I'm going for it.
Anybody can do anything and set their mind to. But it depends on how bad you want it.
With enough persistence, most things that seem impossible become possible.
You just have to show up and show out so often. Time after time, you gotta wake up and you gotta drive. You gotta be driven to go get something done now. You gotta be willing to stand on your beliefs. Because a lot of times you're the only one who can see it. And other people, they don't see it really, but you gotta really believe in what you got inside of you that's telling you and driving you to a certain goal for something.
The very minute that you decide upon something, you know that's what you want, you know you're going to do it. All of these negatives that have been bothering you, they pick up their baggage and get out. They can't live in a positive mind. You have to move with courage, with faith, with determination.
I don't care what it is. I don't care how difficult it is. Listen, you better put some strength in your back, plant your feet, and stand up. Don't you dare sit down. Don't you dare crumble under the weight of it. Don't you dare give in because of the nature of it. Don't you dare go home and raise the white flag of surrender, because whatever is over you defines you. And whatever defines you limits you. This is not your season to die. This is not your season to quit. There's joy, there's peace, there's breakthrough, there's provision, but you'll never see it if you don't stand up to it.
Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to never give up, never give in. And finally, guys, you gotta wanna succeed as bad as you wanna breathe.
Woo! Day 4. Let's go. Here we are. Day number 4, my friends. That was awesome. That was one of my favorite ones. Determination. Determination what defines us. Determination is what makes us live. How am I looking on here? I look pretty good, pretty bright. All right, how you guys doing today? It is day number 4, my friends. 4 out of 5. You are crushing this. If you can hear me, if you can see me, put into the comments. I can see you, Jesse. I can hear you, Jesse. Welcome to day number 4. Here we go. This is a huge day. This is a big day because we've passed halfway already. We've passed halfway already. We're already into the final stretch. Imagine that. Did you think only 4 days ago that you would be here today? Think of how much you've learned. Think of how much you've done. Think of the person you've become in the last 4 days. The progress is probably so much bigger than so many of you actually have witnessed. And you know what's crazy is that these have been little incremental steps. So if you can do this and use this in your life of, okay, I need to be consistently taking incremental steps towards success, then imagine 4 days, 16 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. Your mind is going to be blown with just the incremental steps that you take every single day. It's just the 1% better mentality. I can be 1% better than I was yesterday. Only 1 little percent better? Can you do that in your communication? Can you do that with your work ethic? Can you do that with your habits? Can you do that with how you show up today versus yesterday? And if you weren't 1% better, can you be 2% better the next day? If you can do that every single day until you at least reach your goal, until you at least reach your output for the 90 days, you're going to be one fulfilled, successful person, one person that loves the business that they love. So here we go. Yeah, I teach 10%. Wrong, 10% every single day is massive. So if you could do that, that's great. But I'm looking for one small doable thing. And 1% for most people is doable. 1% is doable. And here's the great thing about 1% is if you could do that, I think for 67 days, you will double your capacity. So that is great. So welcome to day number 4. Day number 4 of the 5-day challenge to grow your business, the 5x5 business growth challenge. We are growing a business that you love, and you learning how to launch and grow a business that you love. Excuse me. And we are making some waves in this group. The amount of people that are going live and sharing and really doing the work. That's the most important thing, is like really showing up and really taking this seriously and just pushing themselves one step farther outside of their comfort zone. Just being uncomfortable. And we talked about that in day 0, that it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to do things that aren't in our norm, because that's where the magic happens. That's where the growth happens. That's where the learning happens. That's where we really get to feel like we are becoming something. We are pushing towards something. And that's really important for us to harness, is we want to become the person on the input to take the actions, the throughput, to give us the results, the output. So I'm going to do a quick recap, because last time it just took too long, but I'm going to do a recap for you guys so that we can go through today. Today's an exciting day. It's going to be really awesome. And I'm really pumped for all of us. So day 1, we talked about the machine, our business being a machine systematically. Like we want it to produce results for us. So there's 3 parts to the machine. Let me see it into the chats. Let me see it into the comments. What's the 3 parts of our machine? It starts with an I, T, and O. What are they? We got it on input, throughput, output. Yes, input, throughput, output, input, throughput, output. So their input is the person we need to become. That starts the machine. Without the person we need to become, the consistent person, the focused person, the clear person, the courageous person, the bold person, whatever your 3 words are that you want to take on, without that, the machine doesn't start. So let's throw the rest away if you're not going to be the person, right? So first step is being the person. The second step is the throughput, the actions we take. And the third step is the output, the result we want. If we don't know what we want, we won't get what we want. So we had to define specifically the output, the results that we want in the next 90 days. Specific results that either were a project we wanted to finish, they were either a number we wanted to achieve, or a percentage that we wanted to go with, okay? So that was the output. Then day 2, we talked about the throughput. There's 3 major parts to growing a business. Let me see what they are. 3 major parts to growing a business. Yeah, Christy, this sexy machine. You got your sexy machine. So you got 3 parts to growing your business. What are the 3 parts? Marcel says leads, sales, delivery. Right, leads, sales, delivery. Remember, leads, sales, delivery. So simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You either are focusing on leads, you're focusing on sales, or you're focusing on delivery. You can focus on all of them, but some are going to have a higher focus at a certain time depending where you are in your business. So are you not going to focus on sales if you're focusing on leads? No, you're always going to focus on all 3 parts. Your days, your weeks, your months are going to be weighted differently depending on what? What are your choices? How are you prioritizing? What is your decision making? Tell me, who's got this one? Who's got this one? This is going to be a good one. How do you make your choices, right? How are we choosing what we're putting our main focus in? What is our, Charlotte, good definitely a great answer. You're red, yellow, or green. But the answer I was looking for was, what are your 90-day goals? Yes, Brian, what your 90-day goals are, your objectives. Your objectives are going to define your prioritizing. Okay, so everyone's always like, how do I work on the right thing? Well, the right thing is dependent on what you want to do. So the right thing comes in like a little bit of a box where you at least have your roadmap now of your get leads, make sales, deliver your promise. That's your roadmap, okay? So what Charlotte said was, well, on the get leads, make sales, and deliver your promise, you know, where are you struggling the most with your red, yellow, and green markers? Okay, that's one way definitely to look at where do you want to put your focus to maybe come up with your 90-day objectives. But the way that you really want to prioritize and weight your weeks is you look at your 90-day objectives and you say, okay, I need more leads, or I need more sales, which means that maybe I need more leads, right? That's how we're going to do it. So maybe the 80% or 60% of my day or week is filled with getting more leads, but the 40% is filled with making sales and delivering my promise. So you never want to let go of any three. You want to focus on all of them, but some are going to have stronger weight than others, right? And they will all holistically work together. So that was day number 2, massive day. Day number 3 was yesterday. Felt like last week to me. Feels like so long ago. But day number 3 so day number 3 was all about niching down. So a lot of you guys wanted to build your tribe. You wanted to build a tribe with a vibe, right? And one of the most important things before you build a tribe, before you go out and you start to move up your authority pathway, before you decide to get leads, is to define who you are helping, what problem you're solving, why they are going to buy your product, and why they're going to buy it from you, right? Who are you specializing to, right? Why are you specializing in some specific direction? So if you want to build your specific tribe, then you need to know who you're helping, and you need to pick a niche, because those who try to help all help none. So we need to get really good at talking to one specific person to that we can help make a solution for and solve their problems, right? That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we are niching down. So we talked about a niche within a niche within a niche. So we'd use the example of digital marketing. Digital marketing is the big niche. Now, a niche within digital marketing is social media. That's another niche. Another niche within social media is Facebook. That's another niche. Another niche within Facebook is Facebook ads. That's a niche within a niche within a niche. So I want to help give one more quick exercise for you guys to help you with niching down and with help you getting clear and articulate the specific people that you can help. So I want you to think about this. There is something that you could totally fill out, okay? So if you're having a little bit of struggle of niching down, you can easily just do this. I help, and then fill in the person with getting X result. Or I help, fill in the person, get this result with this strategy. Or I help this person, fill in the blank with this person, overcome this problem and get this kind of result. Make it really simple and clear. So I help business coaches start an online business using Facebook ads. Hey, was that really simple and clear? Yeah, I bet you if I put that on my website and the right person saw that, guess who they would think would be able to help them with their Facebook ads if they're a business coach, right? If I said that. I'm going to use you a quick example. Jen and I, we saw this yesterday, and I was like, man, serendipity, like crazy coincidence that this happened. So I'm in my office. It's my home office right now. I am about, 15 yards away from the main house inside. And one of the things that I don't have in my home office is a bathroom. And so what I have to do right now, especially, is it's raining. And if I have to go to the bathroom, I have to run inside. And one of the things also is if it's wet, I have to take off my shoes and I don't know where to put my shoes and then it's going to get wet and it's just like a hassle. So one of the things that we're trying to do is we want to add a bathroom to my office. One of the reasons we want to do that is because we're going to add value to the house. It becomes livable square footage, but more of convenience for me so I don't have to come inside every single time. And then the alarm goes off. Master bedroom door open. So annoying. So so basically we've been thinking about putting a bathroom on. We're waiting for the right time. Randomly, we get something in the mail yesterday after Jen and I took our dog Dexter and Jordan for a walk in the afternoon to hang out. We get into the mail yesterday. It was like a home improvement thing. And we're flipping through the home improvement and Jen goes, "Ooh, look, these people specialize in room additions." Let me just repeat what just happened. Jesse, I don't know why that happened. So what happened was Jen was flipping through the magazine full of ads, full of people. We went through maybe 10 pages and stopped and said, "Oh, these people specialize in room additions. Oh, look what they've done with different garages." Guess what happened? Jen ripped out the page. She threw out the pamphlet and now we're calling that person. Do you guys understand the power in specializing now? That this is what you need to do because right audience, right message, right time. I can't say that enough. Right message, right audience, right time. We were looking for that. We saw that and now we might do business with this. There's 100 different businesses we're in there. And we didn't pick any of them because they were not speaking to us in that specific moment for what we're going through right now. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So basically understand that that's so huge is that we were going through that and we decided that. Now, if you're a general contractor and you're helping just home improvements, would you have got that job? Most likely, it may be if I did see the specialty thing, but now that we saw the specialty thing, we're going to go with the specialty person. So huge. So think about this. Make it clear, make it simple. I want you to think of, so there's this guy named Donald Miller. He's really great at storytelling. He's got this book called The Story Brand, I think. He's got a great podcast. And he talks about if you confuse, you lose. Everyone write that down. If you confuse, you lose. So I should be able to go to your website or go to your Facebook profile or go to your social network and see really clearly who you help, how you help them, and the result that you get in 5 seconds or less. If I can do the 5-second test, you win. If you can't do the 5-second test, you lose, okay? So confuse, you lose, making sure that you are clear to what you are doing and who you are helping. I help X get X result using this strategy. I help Y overcome this problem and get this result. Keep it super simple, okay? So why don't you guys write a few of your examples in and I can read a few of them out. So I help this, get this people. Brian, I help young professionals fulfill their dreams and become financially free. I don't know, something like that. So what is yours? I help fitness. Here's a good one. I help newly pregnant women get exactly what they need during the 9 months of pregnancy and then help them get their body back after they have their baby, right? I help moms re-enter the marketplace. Damn, that is simple and that is easy to understand. So I would also add, you might want to add, Christy, I help moms re-enter the market, the workplace, and land the dream job they've always wanted. right? So it's like that is the result that you're getting, right? We want to make sure that they understand, like emotionally, what the result is, right? I help young moms do self-care through visualization strategies. Love that. I help life coaches get high-paying clients and have six-figure businesses. Boom. So I help. That's great. I help photographers specialize in fashion and product photography with practical classes and real life experiences building and selling portfolios. Marcella, I love it. I think you could simplify it even more. So you can even go a little bit more probably, but still great start. I help fitness newbies get their fit body. Love that, Daniel. I help moms whose kids love science get over their fears of the subject by making science simple. Margie, awesome. I help moms make money using social media from home. Heidi, amazing. I help couples go from pieces to peace. Great. James, I help men in their 30s and 40s gain financial literacy. Now, James, go one deeper. Financial literacy with what strategy or with which strategies, right? Or financial literacy to overcome what? So go a little bit deeper because it's still that's a little general, right? So we want to make sure we're at least being a little more specific to that. I help people who are struggling with poor health issues improve their immune system by consuming specialty coffee tea. Wow, Orlando, huge. That's so cool, right? You're unique with your coffee and tea specialty, right? That's why you're unique. I help people with pain specialize in freeing the pain body. Awesome. I help, it's going fast. I help career women break the glass ceiling and achieve the career growth they've been waiting for. I help business markets their product through voice over advertisements. So cool. I help passionate business owners launch their first powerful and profitable mastermind. Are you guys getting this? Like how now if I saw you, now if I am the right person, now if you're trying to attract and build your network, that if that network, you're going out and reaching out to them by requesting them, meeting them, and then you give them your contact information. They go to your website, they go to your profiles, and they see, I help this person do that. They're going to say, that's me. They help me. I'm in the right place, right? Versus like them wondering, am I really in the right place? Is this person really going to help me? Are they really going to be able to solve my problems? I help people get the best alkaline drinking water to boost their immune system. Love it. You guys are so great. Good job, everyone. Killing it today. I help 6+ kids and their parents get fit body and with yoga. Awesome, Hannah. Thank you. I help business parents with individual strategies to boost their body, mind, soul, and vitality. Very cool. I love that. See how she said business parents with individual strategies? I love it. So people are, look how many amazing people are on this call, first of all. Like, you guys are so awesome. Like how many people you are helping. Like, just think of the impact you're making on the world just by what you're stating. You're declaring who you're helping, how you're helping them. We're problem solvers, right? Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. We're solving problems for a profit, right? We do stuff for free, like this challenge. We're helping start to gain some momentum. We're giving some great knowledge. You're getting some good insights. You're building some confidence. And then, there's stuff that are paid, premium stuff, where you're going to like get into the nitty gritty, the how-to, the really making the tactical implementation part, right? So sometimes we like to talk about the free stuff is more the insights, the knowledge, the information that they need to know on the why and what side. And then the paid stuff is usually the implementation, the how-tos, the going deeper into something to get really, really bigger results, right? So the free stuff kickstarts it, the how-to implements it. Pretty simple, pretty easy, good to go. Okay. So today, who's excited for day number 4's training today? Day number 4's training today. Today is a big one. Hannah says me. Yeah, says Charlotte. Michelle says yes. I love it. So excited, says Brian. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Who else is excited for today's training? I am excited, Diana says. Go, says Marcella. Rupa says me. Irena says yes. Love it. Kenny says, yes, sir. I love it, guys. Thank you so much for your participation. You've been so awesome. Keep it up. Let's do it. So I want to talk today about something that, so we talked about a little bit yesterday to kickstart the lead side. So there's 3 parts of business. There's get leads, make sales, deliver promise. We started a little bit on the lead side of before you start and get leads, like don't make the mistake in not knowing who you're trying to attract, because if you attract the wrong person, you're just going to backtrack. But I do want to mention again, picking the wrong niche is better than picking no niche. Okay. So I'd rather you pick the wrong niche and then start to pivot and then gain some traction because you've learned a lot about yourself than just being general and just never really knowing who your market is. So it's better to go narrow or deeper, because narrower and deeper, you're a specialist and you can charge more as they go deeper with you, versus wide and then wide, because generalists don't really get, they can't really help any people because they're generalists, right? I can help you a little bit over here. I can help you a little bit here, but the amount of improvement that I'm actually going to give you is minute compared to what a specialist can do for you, right? So, so it's like, I'd rather, if I'm going to go to physical therapy and I hurt my shoulder, I'd rather go to a physical therapist that specializes in shoulder recovery than a physical therapist that just does everything. Can the physical therapist do everything? Yeah, but my preference would be go to the one who helps with the shoulder, right? Okay, so today we're on the sales side, the make more sales side. And this is where I think probably 99.99999% of people flunk. So this is where I think a really big lever, an easy optimization that so many of you can use, and just think of it how you can use this for your business, because what we're working on today is your offer. And what I'm going to share with you is how to start to optimize your offer to make it more irresistible to your audience. So once you know your audience, and you know their frustrations, their fears, their wants and aspirations, and you can talk to that, then you can start to optimize the irresistible offer to speak to their fears and frustrations, wants and aspirations. Does this all make sense? See how it all works together? So your goal is to create an offer that speaks to overcoming their fears and frustrations and gets them to what their wants and aspirations are, right? So today we're talking about the offer. So I'm gonna bring my iPad up. I am totally prepared today. It's only day number 4. I'm ready to rock, ready to go today. Before I do that, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna cancel my spotlight here and exit this so I can see all this awesome stuff. All right, cool. So here we go. So I want to talk about this one more time because it's so important, and I think the visual is really helpful. So why does someone want to give you their money? Remember, people are giving you their hard-earned money. Why do they want to give you their money? Well, it's because you can solve a problem for them. So they're going through some sort of experience, whether it's a problem they're having or a pleasure that they want to have, right? Something more, right? So we talk about the problem solution because I think it's the easiest to understand. So everyone has, let's think about it, the problems, the frustrations, the fears that they're having. This is the problem where they're at right now, right? And so when they're looking, so there's either three ways that they're looking. So one is they're either not problem aware. So they're not even sure the problem they have, but your message gets to them in a certain point. So like, oh, maybe that's the issue that's causing it, right? Then it is they are, so they're unaware of the problem. Then they become problem aware. So first is unaware of the problem. Second is problem aware. So now they understand that they have the problem, but they don't know what to do about it. So first is unaware of the problem. Second is they are problem aware. So they know that they have a problem, but they don't know how to solve it. And the third is they're solution aware. So they understand the problem they're having, but now they are looking actively for a solution. So there's going to be 3 different markets. Oh, I'm getting assigned a lot of tasks right now from my good friend Shay. So basically there's 3 different stages that people are going into, and that's how you market differently to your niche, right? So what you're going to say to someone who is unaware of the problem is very different than what you're going to say to someone who's aware of the problem, but now looking for the solution. Okay. The people who are looking for solution are trying to vet out content wise or competitor wise, who's the best person to go with. The person who's unaware of the problem, you're disrupting them and you're saying, hey, this is a problem you're probably having if you're struggling with this. Hopefully that makes sense. So the problem is where people start, right? And they have there's 3 phases where they start. The solution is where we want them to get to. So the gap is what you can bridge, your basically your steps to get to the solution. So the gap is the steps that you can provide to help them get a result or help them transform their life, make a transformation, right? So now your delivery is basically here, right? So to get them to make that decision of what we want them to go forward with, to make them buy with us, or not make them buy, to help them make the buying decision, we want to present an offer. Now, the number one reason that people make a mistake is because they focus on one part of their offer and they focus on the product, okay? You may have heard this before, you may have not. This could be new, this could be a refresher, but it's important to go through, okay? So there's a product versus offer. So it's a product versus an offer, okay? So an example of a product would be So an example of a product could be, hey, I can get your solution if you give me money for 5 coaching calls, okay? That's an example of a product. Hey, if you give me $1,000, I'm gonna give you 5 coaching calls. Now, I want you to think about that really fast and like, what's the gut reaction that happens when you think about, okay, $1,000 for 5 coaching calls? What are you doing? Well, you are stacking up the value of each call. So you're basically saying, okay, well, if it's $1,000 for 5 coaching calls, that means that each coaching call is going to be, what is it, $200, right? So you're basically now relating the price of the price of the product, $200 per call. Well, that depending on what it is, and you're now relating it to different places, that's kind of expensive, right? It can be expensive if you're thinking about it in the sense of the price of the product is $1,000, each call is $200. Now I'm thinking about, is every call worth $200? I don't even know. So you're really only able to value it based off of the product that you're doing. Okay, so that's the product. Now, if we were gonna make an offer, we would say, okay, so we know that this person wants to get certain results, and we know their fears and frustrations, we know their wants and aspirations. So I'm gonna give them an offer that hopefully they can't refuse, okay? So the offer could be so when you join our program, you're going to get 1, 5 coaching calls. 2, you're going to get also an assessment and a game plan with my team. 3, you're going to get a community of people who are all going through the same thing you're going through so that you can learn from them and they can, you can increase and be around people who are like-minded, who are on the same boat, be supportive. And I'm also in there monitoring, so you get some personal attention from me. 4, you're going to get a bonus. You're going to get a bonus template that I've used for the last 10 years to grow my business to $1 million. And 5, I don't know. You're going to get a certificate for success that's going to say that you completed the program, so you can use and you could use for sharing your credibility with your what you've done, how you've done it, and share with other people so that they know that you went through my training, which is well known. Okay. And for all of that, that's going to cost you $1,000. So which one makes more sense to you? Which one would you rather pay $1,000 for? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? So why is everyone still stuck here? Why is everyone still just going on the product that they do? This is not really that much different than this. But it's really hard to take a value and say, okay, wow, holy crap. Not only do I get 5 calls, I get this, and I get this, and I get this, and I get this, and I get this. What part of this is $1,000? To me, this is easy. It's an easy decision. And I think that's the most important thing that you can take to this is you want to make the buying decision easy. You want to make the buying decision a no-brainer. You want to make them think like you're crazy. Like for $1,000, that's what I get. I seriously get all of this. Like that's freaking awesome, right? You don't want it to be a hard one. Now, when you're going more premium and you're going higher level, sometimes it's a little difficult to make it a no-brainer. But usually the type of people that you're talking to are a little more, I would say, sophisticated in understanding their complete problem, and they understand that what you're the right person to do it. So, still you want to put together an offer always. So if for like one of my coaching programs, I'll share with you guys 4 things that we do. We do. Oh man, I'm trying to spell this. So the curriculum every single month is either on mindset, money improvement, or impact improvement. The trainings So the trainings is one time a month, you get a full-on training with me on the mindset, money, or impact. 2, you get coaching calls with me. You get access to coaching calls to get unstuck. 3, we bring in expert speakers like my camera coach, Jesse, last week, where he did a skill session to teach people how to become more confident on camera, know what to say, and basically do things, really well on camera. That's 2. 3, personalization. So two things you get on personalization. One, when you join, you get a 90-minute game call with me to go over the 3 specific projects that we're working on over the next 90 days to get you to at least making $10,000 extra in your business. And 2, you get a quarterly check-in with either me or my team, depending on when you join. And then we go and talk about your game plan and come up with 3 new projects for the week. And 4, you get access to a private Facebook group that I'm in there, and I answer everything within 24 hours. And 2, when we do live and virtual events, you get obviously access to those. And then as a bonus, you get access to anything we do in the Harv Eker Academy or any new product or thing that I come out with. Guys, that's an offer, okay? Sorry if it's so messy. That's an offer. So that people can clearly see. They can't. So if I say that's $6,000, so they say, okay, so what part of that is $6,000? Well, I can't really dependent on $6,000. I can't really put a price tag to any part of that. The whole thing, the value of it is the price, right? So you don't want to just do one thing. You want to make an offer, an attractive offer to make sense with it. Okay, so does everyone understand the offer part? Does everyone get that? Everyone get that? Everyone get the offer part of this? Yes, yes, awesome. Yep, yep. Yes, bringing more value than what they're paying for. Yeah, so it's more of just like the mindset of like they get more for what they do. So there's a really great principle that I learned from Mr. T. Harv Eker, and it goes like this. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. So you can either sell the, hey, and I'm sorry for all my vegans or vegetarians, this is just an example, okay? So, so think about this. Okay, so we have this Japanese Wagyu steak. It's 5A steak. We custom grill it to make sure that it's seared on all sides perfectly with custom sauce that our famous chef has made. And he garnishes it with something that's been soaking for 12 hours to enrich the taste of it. And then it seeps into it so that when you do taste it, it melts in your mouth. Versus we have a Wagyu steak, but they're the same price. Which one do you want? Right? Which one do you want? You want the one that has the sizzle, the amazing stuff. It sounds awesome. Like if they're the same price, of course I'm going to take that. How you describe it, I'll take that. How you describe it is as important. So how you talk about your offer, how you present your offer, how you make it irresistible, that goes with what you know your audience wants, is important for you to have a successful, irresistible offer, right? So let's keep going with this. So we want to make sure that we make an offer. Now, here's one really important part here to this. I'll share my screen again in a second. So there's one really important part to this, and I'm going to get back on Spotlight video. So the number one reason people don't buy your product is not because of price, even though they say that, okay? They always say price because it's the easiest thing to say. It's the easiest objection, price or time, right? I have other stuff going on. Or it's too expensive for me. Some people, I get it. Definitely price is a big objection for sure. But like people can be resourceful, right? If they really want it bad enough, right? If, I'm going to use a crazy example. Please don't be upset. Don't take it personally. But if I said to you, hey, I've kidnapped your kid or parent. I have a gun to their head. You need to give me $1,000. Do you think that you would be able to do it? most likely your motivation would be very high to get to $1,000, right? So price is not always the number one. It's the biggest excuse, but not the reason why people don't usually buy. The reason why most people don't buy, most likely, is because of the belief that they can't do it, okay? It's the belief that they can't do it, that they're not the one, they're not good enough, they're not confident enough, they're not the person that can make that change, do that transformation, get that result. They're smarter than me. They had different background than me. They're in a different position than me. Of course, that person succeeded. So your goal when you are talking to people, when you are conversating with people, when you are qualifying people, when you are adding value and building authority, is to build, obviously, the trust factor with them. If they can trust you, then it's easier for them to make a decision with you. That's number one. The second is you want to give them some sort of win so that they can start to feel what it's like to work with you, like almost a result in advance, right? If I can give you a small little result, you're going to start to feel a lot better. So how many of you before the challenge thought you were going to go live on Facebook? How many of you before the challenge thought you're going to go live on Facebook, right? And if you have never gone live on Facebook and you now have gone live on Facebook, how are you feeling, right? Pretty good, right? Confidence. Start to build that confidence, start to build that trust that, hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. Whether you're saying it consciously or subconsciously, that's what's happening. So you need to build the belief for your prospect that they can do this. One of the best ways you do that is you demonstrate that you're the person that can help them, right? You do these mini trainings, you do authority type value buildings. I'm saying a lot of great stuff here. So I'm hopefully you guys are getting this. You are demonstrating that you can do this. You do that by you personally showing them through videos or helping them directly, or you do that by social proof, who you've helped before. And the best way you can use someone you've used before is if they're exactly like your audience. So, hey, this person's going through this experience. Oh, I've helped a person like that before. Look at what they did. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. You helped them do that? Yeah, I did. So it's you showing up that you can help other people. Now, if you don't have social proof, cool. If you're just getting started, no problem, right? Everyone starts somewhere. So social proof can come in different areas. So I'm wearing this thing called a Whoop right now. A Whoop is a tracker for like sleep performance and strain for the day. And one of the ways that they got me to stick with it is they've showed athletes that I respect and really like wearing it. Credibility, right? So that's what got me is like, well, I really look up to that person. So like, that's a way of doing it. If there's an article that's written about the type of science that you're doing, health experiments of doing, people that are famous that are doing this, that's a way of building proof and credibility that you can do this. So much value right there, guys. So much value. So much value. Okay, so yeah, so going live. So we're building confidence, we're building belief that you can do this. So you guys, you came in to grow your business, to launch a business that you love, launch or grow a business that you love. And a lot of you are probably really feeling great about the direction that you're starting to go in right now. And it's not by accident that we're making you feel that way, right? We're progressing you through something so that you can gain momentum, so you can gain confidence, so that you can love us and so that we can love you, right? We want to serve you guys, and you guys are being receptive to what we're doing, and you're starting to get the rewards of doing it. So that's when you get to work with the best people that are motivated to make a change. That's what you're doing for them, right? So it's important to really understand that before we go into the next part. So the next part is simply, we want to optimize our offer. And there's four of the easiest ways that I can talk about right now that you can look at optimizing your offer. Okay. So Number one, the first way that you can optimize your offer is by breaking out your training. So looking at your training, let me make it a different color. So you're looking at your training as a whole, like what includes your training. So when you are, again, the way that you're using the offer is you're clearly communicating what they get when they enroll with you, when they take a next step with you. So your training. So some ways you can do that with your training is similar to like what I was showing you guys up here. Your training has different parts to it. So there may be templates. There may be coaching. There may be a community. There may be, what other things can we talk about? There may be a hand holding, right? Or like a one-to-one factor, whatever it is, break your training out. So if you have templates, if you have workbooks, if you have certain things that you already give them in the training that they don't know about, make them come out. Make sure that they're highlighted, right? So Marcella, you probably have so many people in your photography that and your classes that they get so much, and you probably say, here's the classes, but you probably have so many different layers to your actual class that you can highlight in your offer, right? So you get 52 different templates, you get 37 different exercises, you get 14 do it together sessions, whatever it is, you're starting to break out everything so they can see, holy crap, I get a lot when I join that. So the training is the first place that you can look at for optimizing your offer. The training meaning like training your delivery. So I'm gonna just put in brackets here for everyone that doesn't have a training, it's your delivery method. So how you deliver is how you can start to break things out, right? So how you can break this out. So Sherry, you do living wills. So living wills could be, you not only get your living will done, you get a one-on-one consultation with me. You get 2 revisions to make sure that you're getting this. And I give you, even if you have a kid, I give you 50% off the next one. You get, 24/7 direct messaging from me. You get an extra expert case study that I use for someone who's in your position. So you can see that you can, like, everything that you already deliver, not saying that you deliver all of these, you already just bring out so that people understand there's more value than just your delivery, right? It's not boring anymore. This is awesome now, right? Let's make it irresistible. So that's number one, the training. So number 2 is bonuses. Bonuses, I love bonuses. So basically, one of my favorite thing about bonuses is you look to, wow, I've gotten really bright. Am I really bright or am I good? Okay. So one of my favorite things about bonuses is you look for other problems that your people might be running into that can help them move forward and get the result better. So for example, if you are going to do a training with, and they also help overcome objections as well. They also help overcome beliefs as well. So if you were going to do like a home study course with us and you said you didn't have enough time, well, one of my bonuses would be like, hey, I have this specific method to give you an extra 10 hours in your calendar a week to make sure that you finish this so that you can use it in your life. See how that bonus, it comes out with the objection and something that's going to help them succeed. So what is a bonus that would help them succeed, right? What would be a bonus is something that you like to give them that will just, move them forward or just ease their buying decisions. Here's what's really important about bonuses, again, is the principle, different strokes for different folks, okay? Different strokes for different folks. So if you guys watched any of the videos and you've taken note of different takeaways people have had, we've all experienced the same trainings, right? but different things have hit different people. So bonuses is another way to hit another person on a different perspective to move them over the top to making that buying decision easier for them. So one person got the biggest takeaway was, I'm a problem solver. The next person, biggest takeaway was that I need to make more sales. The next person is that I need to delegate and elevate what I'm doing. The same training, 3 different things. So you start to say, okay, what is your biggest value that you're trying to get? What are you trying to overcome? What's the challenges, fears, frustrations that you're having? This all works together. So maybe your result helps them in one problem, but your bonus helps them another problem. Hopefully that makes sense. This is too, Marcella says, this is too much. I love it. Yes, this is great, right? You have your bonuses, right? So for objections, you have your bonuses for beliefs, like overcoming certain beliefs. You have your bonuses for complementing your offer. So let's say, I know Charlotte and I were talking yesterday. She was talking that people want to learn a specific technique, and maybe one of the bonuses she would say is, I'm going to show you how to get your first 100 leads so that you can use that technique, so you can get a taste of what it feels like to actually get leads with your technique. So Charlotte, that could be a bonus, right? So complementary offers, like some sort of bonus that goes with it, like that would be great to have as well. Like, oh, this was awesome, right? So a bonus. So that could be fun, and fun things as well. So like for my KBB family, knowledge brokers, one of the bonuses that I offered was a hat. So we offered a hat, and those hats have been a disaster to try to get to everyone, but they're on their way, guys, I promise. And on the side of the hat, it said #WIT. On the other side of the hat, it said Team Eker. And some people bought the hat because bought the program because they wanted the hat so bad, because they wanted to feel like a part of it. They wanted to feel part of the family, right? Yeah, exactly. So that is another thing, is bonuses. The next 3, price. So you can optimize your price by sharing the value of it. So most people think price is the price. It's an absolute. I'm going to share something with you. So this is the, oh yeah, okay, I'm on. This is the price, right? So the price is, let's just use $1,000 just because we can see that. $1,000 is the price. That's the price. That's an absolute, right? The price is $1,000. It's an absolute, okay? There's no, nothing to it. What we want to do when we're talking about price is we want to use it as a relative or a comparison. So if I said that the cost of doing business is $1,000, okay? But the return that you're going to get is $50,000, then the price or the cost doesn't seem so much anymore, right? So if I'm going to ask a business owner, like, hey, what would you, so I'll ask all you guys, let's do this. If you, knowing what you know right now, what is a good return on your investment? Okay. Knowing what you know now in markets, investing and stuff like that, what would you say is a really good return on your investment? What would you say is a good return on your investment? I would love to know what you guys think. 20%. Okay. 20% is a good one. So 20% minimum. Cool. So what other, yeah, 40%. Okay. So 40%, 15% we have. Yeah. 15%, 15%, right. 20%. That would be great. Right. So who can tell me what 20% of 50,000 would be? Well, I know what it is. It is $10,000. So anyone who said, okay, if I was talking to a business owner and I said, okay, so if I can make you $50,000 and you said your return is basically a good return on your investment is $50,000, so that you would be okay with paying $10,000 if I can show you that it's $50,000, right? Because $10,000, you're basically saying at 20%, I'm willing to do that, right? I'm willing to pay $10,000 in cost to get $50,000 or whatever it is, right? But that is, now you're saying like you're willing to pay $10,000 to do this. So would you not be willing to pay $1,000 to get $50,000? The comparison of just sharing your return on investment with me, of you saying your perspective is already $20,000, well, I mean 20%. Now I can showing that your price is much less than what they are expecting to do, right? So it's you're comparing it. Let me share one other way of doing this. So if you went to get your master's in a business school, it would cost you at a really good school about $100,000 to get your master's, maybe a little less, or maybe even an undergrad, and you're going to business school. And they teach you how to get a $60,000 a year starting year job, right? Which means that you're limited on your income. But what if I can show you that for only $249, I can show you for $249, you can make $1 million a year and you have no limits on your income. Which one would you prefer? Right? So you can use price in a comparison, right? So if you were going to go do this yourself, you probably spend X amount of dollars. But with me, you get these shortcuts, you get these books, you get me to help you, and it's only going to cost you this amount of dollars. So the value is really that, but the price is only this. So price is a really easy way to optimize, right? So we can optimize our price by using comparisons, okay? So comparisons or stacks. So who's seen something where they go training equals 1,000 value. Then you have bonuses equal 5,000 value. Then we have community equals 500 value. Oops. So the total value is $6,500. But for today, you're only gonna pay 1,000 bucks, right? So that's a way of stacking your price. So that's a stack, right? So you're using your offer to stack your value so that they, again, are saying, this is the value that I'm getting, but I'm getting a special price. What a no-brainer, right? Yes. Russell Brunson. Yeah, Russell's really great at this. He's really good at this. So he's great at making offers. So that is the price, right? So that's number 3, price. And then the fourth one to make a great offer is the risk. So one of the strongest ways to increase your offer and get people to say yes more often is to change your guarantee, to create a risk reversal that makes them feel like they are not stuck, makes them feel like that they can have some room to make a decision, to experience it, to try it out, so that you feel like they feel like you're not hiding anything, right? You know, I talked about this yesterday. It's a 30-day love it or leave it. So it's a 12-month contract. This is Talkie Moore who does this. He's a milliondollarcoach.com. He's one of my mentors. So love it or leave it. It's a 12-month contract. And in the first 30 days, you can, if you love it, you stay. If you don't love it, you can leave it and you can cancel your contract. Okay, that's one guarantee. Another guarantee is what we do sometimes is 30 days, no money back guarantee. And we say, listen, don't make your decision until the 29th day. At the 29th day, you can tell us if you want to keep it or not. You don't have to make a decision right now. Just get in and experience it and then tell us if you don't want it anymore. What we're trying to say is basically once you experience it, you're going to love it, right? So that is the guarantee. Another is like, hey, I'm so confident that you like it. If you decide to return it, I'm going to give you your money back. Plus, I'm going to give you a free coaching session as well, just to make up for it. Another thing is I'm going to give you an extra $100 back, right? So you're like double guarantee. So you're taking away the risk of what they have, right? So you're taking away the risk, what they're doing. So if they're joining an expensive class, $10,000, that's a lot of risk for them. They're like, well, what if I don't like it, right? So you're taking that risk away from them by basically saying, hey, if you don't like it, I don't want to do business with someone who doesn't want it. I don't want to force you into it if you're willing to like at least put it in there. So if you're willing to do it for $10,000, then I'm willing to literally work with you for 3 extra months until you get the result that I promised. Or I'm willing to just give you your money back, right? So what is the risk and how are you sharing that with people with your risk reversal? So if you're not having any risk reversal, you don't have to just give their money back, but you need to tell them why it's not as much risk as just giving you money and you possibly disappearing, right? So that's what happens with people is a lot of people think like, well, I'm going to give you my money and then what if I don't like it and I'm never going to get that money back, right? Or what if I'm not going to get the help? Or what if I don't get the result? Again, it's the belief in themselves being able to do it that makes the buying decision. So if you're helping them believe in themselves by taking away the risk of it, that you're there to help them, that's going to give them a more of a motivation to move forward, okay? So we're reverse risk. Reverse. So just some options, 30 days, love it or leave it, reverse their risk, right? Make them feel like you are on their side and that you know what they're going through and the experiences they're having, all right? All right, so basically those are the 4 options. Hold on, gotta make sure this is happening. Pause my notifications. Okay, so basically those are the 4 areas to help you optimize your offer, right? How does that sound? Are those helpful for you guys? Would that be helpful? Is this helpful so far for you? Yeah, says Charlotte. Yes, says Sherry. Yeah. Mind blowing, says Marcella. Love that. Thank you. Good system. Thank you. Yes, Michelle says. How about on Facebook? Is this a good system, everyone? Do you guys like this? Yes, Orlando says. Please show stacks again. Sure. Value bombs, very helpful. Love it. Reverse risk, never saw it that way. Love it for those who fear belief itself. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very helpful, right? So value stack, Christy, looks like that. Very, very helpful. Awesome. So that would be like you're stacking your offer. That would basically be the same thing that I did here, where you can see the stacking of the offer, right? That's what I did. Great, very helpful. Awesome. You guys are so good. So good. So again, if you can get this right and you can make this irresistible, so people are like, this is awesome. Like, I would love to do this. It makes it so much easier because you're not only solving my problems, but you're helping me in these problems and you're making sure that I know that you are taking care of me and that you can really deliver on the promise. Now, I don't want you to do something where you're going to hate it, right? You want to make sure this is all about creating a business that we love. So a lot of the times when we're stacking value or creating an offer, we like to use things that are already created already, where we like to use stuff that are resources, We don't want to always use our own time, right? Because then that we get to a capacity. But one of the most powerful ways for an offer is closeness, proximity, more access to the expert, to the authority, to the tribe leader. If you can get that and give that at a certain limited amount, I'm saying something very important. If you can give that at a limited amount for people who make a quicker decision, that helps people move forward quicker. So you're basically giving people more motivation every single time to make a buying decision. Okay. You're not doing it in a negative way. You're doing it from a helpful way. You're seriously doing it from a place like, I want to help you. I want to love you. I want to give you the best result possible. And the best way that I know how to give you a result is if I give you this offer. The product is great. It's going to help you this way, but this is going to make your life even better. All right. So that's day number 4, your offer. So woo, we got one more day. So today's challenge is, now I saw this yesterday and I know it's late for some of you guys, middle of the morning. And this is something that is important for you guys to do, is take some time with this so that you can really work it. Okay. So if you're the type of person that needs to go live right away, then go live. But day 4 is going live and sharing your offer. Like, what is your offer that you're willing to give on the delivery side? So think of a couple things that you'd put together. So what do you normally offer, or what would you offer if you're just starting out in business? What do you offer and how do you make it? So network marketers, I know there's a few of you in here. How do you make your offer better? Well, one of the ways you can do it is when you buy this product, you also get some coaching with me. You get to join this team. You get some worksheets that will help you with prospecting and doing this. You get my system as well for getting more leads. I'm going to share 4 case studies with you. I'm going to do expert interviews as well if you join my team. That sounds so much better than buying the dang health product, right? So network marketers, you can do this too. Just, you use other people's products and you bonus your own stuff. This is like what we did for the knowledge broker system. It was Dean and Tony's product. They bought their product, which had their own bonuses, but we stacked on top of it a bunch of our own bonuses as well, so that we can make the value insane for our people, so that they made the buying decision easier for them. They trusted us, they trusted them, and we did this together, right? So don't think that every business can use a better offer, right? Every business can use a better offer. So we're going to go live. You're going to share your offer. You're going to make it a no-brainer, and you're going to share your offer. What are you including? Like, what are the couple of things you're including, and how are you? So basically, what's your offer, right? If it's your first time going live, what I want you to do is in your caption or your title, say first time, okay? This will trigger our community to make sure that we're going in and supporting the heck out of you to drive you to go live. Technical experiences, I get it. I don't care. Excuses, reasons, or results. We can do this, right? Use whatever resources you got. You got 2 more days to go live. This is your opportunity to go live in a very supportive community with people that really, really are enjoying helping each other. I don't think you're going to get that any other place for right now until you build your own tribe. So go live. For everyone who's gone live every single day, it's just like unbelievable, the progress. You guys are getting so confident, so comfortable. You feel relaxed on there. It's so cool to watch. So many of you progress so quickly. Like 4 days of going live and you're like freaking pros already. You're sitting there like on the camera, like, hey, what's going on? Like, oh, just pressing the button, just going live. It's amazing, the transformation already just with going live, right? It's so cool to see. So anyone who's new going live, put first time into your caption so that we all know to go make sure that you feel fully supported and that we got your back, okay? Everyone else would love to obviously comment and be positive with everyone, encouraging, and just be here. So that's one thing. The other thing is there's no rush of going live. Like if you feel like you need to go live right now, go live. But if you need some time to work this through, build your offer so that you can go live, or you need to go to sleep and wake up, then just do it before tomorrow's session, okay? So day number 5 is tomorrow. We are going 9 a.m. again, Pacific time. If you don't know what time that is in your time zone, there's something called Google. Be resourceful, look it up. And I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you guys showing up every single day and just doing this. Whether you're watching it live or doing the replay, you are just killing it. You should be proud of yourselves. You should be really, really proud of what you've accomplished. You should be proud of the incremental steps that you're taking. No matter how big, no matter how small, you are moving forward. And that's what matters. We are progressing. We have momentum. We are using what we are working on, the words that we are using. We are becoming. We're becoming the person to start the machine, to make it more sexy, to take the right actions, to get the results that we want. We've got this. You've got this. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I will see you for our final day, day number 5. We got this. Thank you all so much and talk to you soon. Bye for now.